And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. It covers all those aspects affecting the various regions of our nation. Beth was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at the government college, Ujeli. And
go gather, destroy their food. Motivated camp and that other camp, some more camp. You don't compensate everybody.
In its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his poem Akbar Dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are eventful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures are no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
Super. Well, without much ado, we're going to begin. I think it's getting late and we have to start here. We are going to begin with an opening address by the director himself, Mr. Arrey Mbongaya Ivo. You're welcome, sir.
You're all very welcome to this wonderful event. This event is something like an outreach from the African Center for Community and Development to people, development stakeholders in Limbe, in Cameroon, in Africa, and it's also a vehicle through which we can also relate to other stakeholders out of Africa who are into development and development management. The African Center for Community and Development is very interested in carrying out projects and program management as entry points to development management. If you have come across the literature of Go and Mose in 1988, they hold that projects have been failing, especially in Africa and the third world. So we need more understanding of issues like poverty and other related issues, livelihoods, sustainable livelihoods, and other livelihoods related issues to be able to design holistic interventions to end poverty. So the whole thing about the African Center for Community and Development is to sell poverty as it is and its various dimensions and how it affects different levels of society, horizontally and vertically, and it has helped embed poverty in Africa, and therefore we, as people of Africa and urgent stakeholders, must fight it first as being Africans and relate to other people out of Africa to know what is happening to us here in order that they too can also intervene to help and to end the plight of the vulnerable. There are various people here from different dimensions of life, and it is not a mistake. It is supposed to close an event that I believe is supposed to increase the sound bites against fighting poverty in a kind of lyrical manner. That is why we have sounds on the banner. So we have papers and presentations here from very able people, and we have musical interludes from also very able musicians to close this day. And of course, you're going to have food and drinks, which is very, very necessary for us to forge ahead in anything we do. So I'm very, very happy to have everybody who is here. I know I have people from the Limbe Botanic Garden. The Botanic Garden is actually supporting this program. We are collaborating with them because since Putnam in 1993, the collaborative agenda in development is now looked upon as the best way for people to engage into sustainable development. We need to collaborate. We need to have partnerships extensively with you, with other stakeholders, to be able to get into the society, bring out the problems of society, showcase them, and solve it. So we are doing this venture with the Limbe Botanic Gardens, and this gesture started yesterday. We visited the Save the Children Alliance orphanage in Bota. We did a tree planting session, and we also gave gifts to the orphans there. And then now we are getting into the format of the event. We are deliberating on issues that are related to poverty and how we can strike on poverty so that it is permanently buried in Africa. So you're welcome, and I also want to appreciate other NGOs and important consultants here who are facilitating this project, like the representative of Positive Global Coalition, Mr. Ntifari Kingsley, and Mr. Denechel Fobinian Tegen, Ms. Elizabeth Mary Itare, which is she's coming from the Pan-African Institute, and you have Mr. Mbele Joseph, who is the head of administration for Limbe Botanic Gardens, and they are going to be talking about important issues here, and with a light dose of music. And I believe you're not going to be bored. You're going to enjoy yourself here while we try to put down the pillars for sustainable development in Cameroon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arrey Mbongaya. Projects are failing in Africa. We need to do something. Thank you, sir. Well, we're going to continue with the musical interlude. Music, please.
And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. It covers all those aspects affecting the various stages of our team.
Beth was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at Government College, Ujeli. And
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp and that other camp, some more camp. You don't compensate everybody.
in its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his poem Akbar Dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty, but there are lives that are eventful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures are no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.